collectively we are looking at making sure that businesses are sustainable. The reason that, major reason that we're here is to continue, because this is the third SME Expo, is to continuously keep supporting learning and also making sure that we get, we get opportunities, we get market for our members who are here showcasing their products. We are very impressed today as we walked around this expo. We have seen a lot of innovation, we have seen a lot of creativity, many products that have been invented by our members who are here, including agricultural products, agricultural produce. We have seen machineries that are here, and of course, most of them are looking for their customers. They are looking for making sure they market their products. So together, once we listen to them, we are able to understand their business, we are able to understand their challenges, and of course, once we do that and collect the information, then we are able to now advise them. We are able to take their solutions that they do have and sell them across our country.
On behalf of the great people of Nandi, we are excited to have this Trade Expo that we are co-hosting with the Chamber of Commerce, and we welcome Mr. President to Nandi. You've asked about the single business permits and multiple business permits. I think there's already an ongoing conversation between our Department of Trade and stakeholders in that space. And I know that for a while we have had delays because we're also transitioning from one system to another in revenue collection. But we believe that in due course we'll be able to streamline that, and it's going to be smooth.
All the businesses that are here, we want in a very special way kuhakikisha kwamba tunaingia kati yao na kuona jinsi tunaweza kusaidia ili waweze kuprosper. There are businesses here with potential. They can be able to produce good products to be exported to the international market. So we just want to tell you, as we walk around and as we see you around, we are thinking deeply how we can facilitate you so that you make great businesses, create job opportunities for our people, and make this country a better place.
Wapigaji biashara pia ambaye wametoka mbalimbali, nimeona wengine pia wametoka Central Kenya, wengine wametoka Busia, wengine wametoka Kisumu, na wale haswa hapa Nandi Kapsabet. Kweli ni mambo nzuri kabisa kuona watu ya biashara wanaweza fanya kazi wakiwa pamoja. Kila wakati watu wakitaja masomo inahitaji pesa, watu wakihitaji kazi inahitaji pesa, watu wakihitaji pesa inahitaji biashara. Sasa biashara ni kitu ya maana kabisa. Nimeona kabisa hii ni mahali biashara itainuka. Sisi na ulimwengu yote inatambua Nandi. Ulimwengu yote inajua ile mahali natoka wale watu wa mbio ni hapa Nandi. I am now here to declare that this SME Expo and Conference officially open. Asante.
wanabiashara kwa kutuleta pamoja wanabiashara na county government ya Nandi. Nasema asante na niko na hakika mambo mengi yatafanyika.
Tunaweza kuuza vitu ambavyo vinatolewa hapa Nandi County katika nchi yote ya Kenya na hata nje ya Kenya. Vile umeona hapa tuko na wanabiashara kutoka karibu kaunti zote hapa Kenya.
I am already aware kwamba tumekuwa na mabiashara kadhaa, deals ambazo zimesainiwa, agreements ambayo tumekubaliana kwamba tutasaidiana kufanya biashara pamoja. I want to thank you KCB for doing this together with all our other partners, particularly the organizing team. Wananchi wangu wa Nandi, sisi ni watu wa kilimo, lakini biashara, that is the right direction to go. We must just not be able to do agriculture, lazima tufanye value addition. Umeona hawa watu wa Kericho Kipkelion Coffee, wao wako na cooperative, wanapanda kahawa lakini wanafanyia value addition mpaka vitu yao inaenda katika market ya nje, Korea and all the other places. Tumeona wale factories ya majani chai hapa wanakuza majani chai lakini wanaenda mpaka export. We must do value addition, na sisi kama serikali kazi yetu itakuwa ni kusaidiana na nyinyi tufanye mambo ya value addition. Ile stands nimetembea zote, nimeangalia kama hao watu ya mitishamba, all these drugs haraka ni mitishamba. That is where they start. Hakuna maneno hii chemicals yote na kila kitu inaunda madawa, inaanzia mahali ya kina mama hao wako. So we can support you to start going in that direction ya kufanya value addition, lakini kufikia hapo mbele tunataka nyinyi mkipatia sisi ile ya kutoa minyoo, ile ya kupunguza, ile ya kufanya nini, mnatupatia capsule ama mnatupatia ile ya kukunywa, because you have already done some bit of value addition. That is what we need to do. And Waziri Alfred, work with the chamber, work with all the stakeholders, work with the other institutions that support small business people like this to be able to advance in their business, ili tuweze kwenda pamoja, kwenda mbele, kuhakikisha kwamba hii biashara yetu inanawiri. Hao watu ya chamber, najua tumezungumza na chairman wa chamber hapa Bwana Serone. You are our partners. Apart from ile pesa tunatoa national government, the next big resource envelope inatoka kwa wanabiashara. We want to work with you so that you can expand your business environment, expand your businesses. Ndio pesa yetu pia iende juu kidogo. Bwana President Ngatia, wewe ni rafiki yangu ya miaka mingi, na mimi najua capacity yako. Next year make sure ukirudi hapa utakuwa umeleta tayari investor kamoja ama mbili wakuje wasaidiane na hao wanabiashara wangu wa Nandi pamoja na farmers wangu. Ukituletea investor wa agro processing, we will be excited. Ukiletea sisi investor wa even housing, affordable housing, tutashukuru. And any other investor across the board, because we want to create opportunities for our people. Tusukume kaunti yetu ingie katika mambo ya biashara. All the exhibitors, thank you so much. From deep down my heart, I appreciate that you took your time, you took your opportunity, resources to come and exhibit business here. I look forward to working continuously with you so that we can increase our business in Nandi.
Mimi leo niko hapa na jana pia nilikuwa, na nina furaha tele kwamba kuona wapigaji biashara wako na ile nia ya kuongozwa na pia kuangalia biashara zao ziko sawa sawa. Na sisi tumekuwa hapa kuhakikishia kwamba tutatembea na nyinyi, tutawasaidia ili ndio vyombo zenu katika ukulima, katika zile ambayo mnatengeneza nyinyi na ile ujuzi mnaotumia, mtaweza kufika katika ulimwengu yote, katika hii ulimwengu yote, na pia Kenya na Afrika. Mimi nina furaha wakati nilikuwa natembea jana na leo kuona wale vijana ambao wanatengeneza vyombo, kuona wakulima ambayo wako na vitu tofauti tofauti ambaye pale Nairobi sisi hatuna na hatujui pale zinatoka, lakini huwa tunaziona, na furahi sana kuona zinatoka hapa.
We as the chamber are very deliberate to make sure that we support the business community. And that's the reason why we have representation from all the 47 counties, so that we can enhance our intertrade of the counties. The products and produce, technology that comes from here can be able to get to other counties in our country. And that will be made possible by the able gentlemen and ladies that stood before you. They will be able to market the products from Nandi. And at the same time, we shall have a reciprocal where goods from those counties can be able to penetrate your market. We need to be deliberate to meet the standards that are required, to have discussions with regulators, to have discussions with the Kenya Bureau of Standards, so that we can meet the standards that are required internationally. In partnership with many development partners, namely GIZ, Amref Italia, this Trademark Africa, we are very deliberate of making sure we look at digitalization, and through the platforms that we are able to put together, then we can be able to have your products from Nandi go easily online to the world. And this is what we are doing. Just the other day, 2 days back, we launched in partnership with Trademark Africa, we launched the iSoko. iSoko market is what I'll encourage all the business here to also apply, so that they can be in that platform. That way you'll be able to get timely information, you will be able to get the market and the products that you're looking for. Your Excellency, mimi yangu ni kusema tukishirikiana na wewe, kwa hakika tutaweza kuleta pia wathamini and also partners from different countries who will be able to support you. And I want to commit that because this has now been launched, to go for another year, and it will rotate to the next year, we shall prepare ourselves. Today we have brought those representations from across Kenya. The next time we are going to bring from Africa. And after that we are going to bring from the world. So that by the time we leave here, you are sure of a partnership. You are sure of getting into partnership on PPP programs, where you will get to work with the county government and the national government. Most importantly, hatutasahau mama mboga, mama samaki, na pia hawkers. Hawa wote wa mama pia wale wanashona manguo, and also traders, we are going to support you.
Equator avocado, to move forward, Equator avocado. Then we'll have a Transilite Sacco, wafuate katika hiyo taratibu. Equator avocado, Transilite Sacco, atuharakishe. Then tutafuatwa na Huduma Nandi. Huduma Nandi, very closely. And then Apollo Agriculture, wakwe tayari. Apollo Agriculture. Boresha Sacco. Apollo Agriculture, and then Boresha Sacco. Apollo kwanza, alafu Boresha. Apollo Sacco, thank you. And then Boresha Sacco, wafuate. Alafu Nandi Tea Estate. Nandi Tea Estate. And then lastly and not but not least, Mesuo Medical Services. Mesuo Medical Services. Your Excellency, we have over 70 exhibitors who are here, but because of time we've just sampled a few, and we'll have the honor of the other guests who are remaining with us. They will issue the other certificates to all the exhibitors as an appreciation for taking their time to be with us today. Asante sana.
tunasema asante kwa gavana wetu na timu hii ya county government kwa kazi ambayo tumefanya pamoja. Wakati huu sisi kama chamber tumepata appointments ambaye watu wameingia katika board mbalimbali. Tunasema asante kama wanabiashara. Wakati huu naona kama biashara inazidi kuimarika na kwenda juu. Nikiendelea kuongea, ningeomba board wa chamber wa Nandi waje mbele, na pia wale wa National Governing Council wakuwe tayari.
As Kenya National Chamber of Commerce, we are indeed very happy that the county government of Nandi has given us a lot of support in organizing this expo. I also want to appreciate the sponsors, especially our platinum sponsor, KCB Foundation and KCB Bank. Thank you very much. And we will make sure that we return the support that you've given to us. We are business people and we know how to do it. Just to make a small comment of what the chamber president left, is that Your Excellency Governor, when you requested that we bring investors to Nandi County, I want to announce that when the chamber was planning this event, the CEO of Nandi, Festus, he came to the national office, and there are 50 investors from Canada who he met, the representatives who are going to come in May. And they are very strong in mining. And I know Nandi is a serious county for mining. So we can encourage them to mine gold and add value gold in Nandi County. They also said, they were asking about the tonnage of tea that we produce in Nandi County, and they say they can buy 4 times whatever you are producing. So we'll bring them to Nandi County, kindly organize the business community that is there. We are going to bring those 50 delegates from Nairobi to Nandi County. We say Chamber Mashinani, so we'll be able to devolve the investors. In addition to that, your ABCC for trade enumerated a number of investment opportunities. One of them is that you have received a lot of delegates, but I suspect that after this, the members of the National Governing Council who are not coming from here might sleep in Eldoret. And they said for us to build the economy of Nandi County, you have provided 5 acres to develop a 5-star hotel in Nandi County. We have already sounded an alarm in our WhatsApp group, and they are saying that we give them specifics. So we hope that you can be able to get the details of that kind of investment and many others that the CC for trade informed us. In addition to that, I mentioned also that you are developing an e-commerce county platform. In fact, as Chamber of Commerce, we really want to have data of businesses that are happening in the county. You can be able to provide us with data, the type of the business that you're doing. We can be able to provide you with an inter-county network. We have 47 chapters and also international network. I also want to affirm that last week I was in Korea with the governor for Baringo County, and we were marketing coffee from Baringo County. We are able only to satisfy 30% of one client from that country in Korea. So what I want to encourage you is that, Governor, when you travel, make sure the carrier of your briefcase is the chairman for Nandi County, because he knows how to do business. When I went there, I brought a business person from Korea who is a manufacturer of medical items, and yesterday we signed an agreement in Nairobi. So you see the kind of the value that when you travel outside, especially in terms of business, kindly make sure that there are several business people who are giving you company so that they can be able to attract technology, transfer from those countries to here. And looking at the exhibitors who are there today, around 8 of them, and looking at Kenya, last year, 2021, the statistics show that we imported goods and services worth 2.2 trillion, and we only exported 600 billion. That is where the problem is. I'm sure Governor and the businesses which are here, every day when you wake up in the morning, there are people who are asking for jobs. But looking at those products that were there today, these are products actually, if we are to scale up, we can be able to satisfy, we can be able to substitute the imports that we're having. So between ourselves as chamber and you as government, give us facilitation, we shall be able to produce goods that only we satisfy our market, but we can be able to export to the region. We have the network. Recently we were from Congo, and in Congo, imagine wanatoa nyanya France. Nyanya France. Tukiwa pale Congo, I never saw milk that I know it is milk. I only saw milk in powder form. So, and they gave us opportunities for us to be able to export there. But if we are not able to process to a form and in quantities that you can be able to even to export to our neighbors, we shall not be able to compete with other developed nations such as Europe and even the USA and others outside the African continent. So what I want us to encourage is that because as we have the market intelligence, we work together with US county government, we see what kind of resources you need to do so that you can be able to produce goods in large quantities that can be able to export and create value for our country.
And as a county assembly, in terms of legislation, policies, we are really buying you by supporting you through policies. In case, as a chamber of commerce, if you have any policy which you want as a county assembly to pass it, we are really buying you. So tuko pamoja nanyi kibiashara. Kwa wageni wote ambao wametoka sehemu mbalimbali ya Kenya, tunawakaribisha Nandi na tufanye biashara pamoja.
Business is life. Without business, probably there is no life. We cannot satisfy our dire needs with only salaries and probably some small earnings that we get. But with business, we don't have limits. We can go high. They say only the sky is the limit. Secondly, in this country, right now they say private sector is the greatest employer. The government cannot employ everyone. But with this creativity, businesses, we can be able to employ more youth that are jobless out there.
So this is for you, the business community. And as we do the signing, before we come back, just for the short, quick remarks, I wish to invite Kendagor for atuchangamshe kidogo.
Yes, asante sana kwa kuwa pamoja nasi. You may take your seats. Umeweza kiti. Asante sana.
As we were out there, this trade fair we meant to hit specific things and to be able to consummate specific things as a county government. One of the key things that we highlighted was the need to have public-private partnerships. And as a county government, there are a number of things that we are ready to engage in concessional arrangements with the private sector. I just want to highlight 2 or 3 of those. One has already been mentioned by the Vice President of the Chamber. We really are keen on having a rated hotel in Nandi County. We've set up an investment portal at the county website that I would want to request all of us to access and see the opportunities that are there in Nandi County. We are intent on setting up a modern market structure in Kapsabet, and the county is willing to provide land, and we are engaging with the private sector, and we want to request you to seek out for investors. We are ready to have that complex set up. We want to eliminate the shanties and the informal structures that are being used for our businesses. We set up standardized structures and ensure that we provide the necessary security lighting and necessary spacing so that then we're able to have our people operating there. We also have a number of tourist sites that we want to partner with the private sector. We just do not want people to run and go back to where they come from. We want to prepare an itinerary of a whole 6 days so that after the people from all the countries across the world have actually participated in the marathon, they can manage to sample what is in Nandi. We are recommending what we call homestays. We as the people of Nandi can actually designate certain rooms in our home so that when Wazungu come around, after they've run, let them eat the local food that you'll provide, let them participate in going and shower in the river, let them basically enjoy the sampling of what we have as a county, as Africans as it were. So we can't again fail to have a source of champions marathon, and this is going to be an annual event, and we want to say that as a county government, we want to partner with any person in the private sector. That in itself is strategic, and there are revenues related to it. Simple enough is a digital screen. We want quick wins here. We have a town here, we have population, and there are opportunities to advertise. We are saying any private investor who is ready to come and set up a digital screen will partake of the revenues that come in it. And as a county government, we are designating for you very strategic places, and we agree on how we can be working together. So they are very quick wins, and we are asking that let us engage and let us partner with the county government to do business. We are open for business. We want this time next year, we are able to take stock and say from the last trade fair, we managed to seal certain deals, and we want to see a transformation in this area. We can't, as a county government, do things alone. With the budgetary constraints and the challenges that we have, we just must partner with the private sector. So this is a clarion call, and I know His Excellency will still insist on it, that we are open for business. Please visit our website. There is an investment portal. You'll be able to see the opportunities that are there. We are ready to partner with you. We also have an investment policy so that as you even engage other investors, they know clearly what are the structures, what are the requirements for investments in Nandi County. This county has the best of everything. We welcome you to come. We are creating an easy way of licensing, a unified licensing system so that if you want to set up business here, we give you information within the shortest time possible. A turnaround time of 24 hours, you are good to go. So Karibuni, we invite you with open arms. We say Karibu Sana.
It is only through working together, public and the private sectors, that we can be able to grow the economy of this country. And I think that is the message that His Excellency the President has been giving. So when the President says we grow the country from the bottom up, it is just the reality. And through this partnership, the authority, as guided by our Principal Secretary and the Cabinet Secretary, will do several things. One, we will work with the county government to ensure that the industrial development centers that are in this county are properly equipped for business, and there are enough structure for capacity building of the MSMEs to ensure that the product quality is good. Kuna viwanda tofauti tofauti. We have one in Mgwen. The other day, Your Excellency, we were with you and the Deputy President in Aldai, Nandi Hills. All those facilities are not important if we don't organize the business sector to utilize them. So the authority will specifically target them by providing state-of-the-art technology and equipment for the micro, small and medium entrepreneurs to do their manufacturing from there. Number two, within the framework that we have just signed, we will run a very clear capacity building program. Sio masomo tu ya kibiashara, bali tujue jinsi ambavyo you can produce a product that is good for the market that have been mentioned. We will be able to work both with the county government, with the private sector, and I'm happy the Chamber Vice President is here to ensure that we don't just sign things and get nothing. We want Your Excellency to be held to account in terms of how many products from Nandi County CIDCs can find their space not just in supermarkets, but outside the country. And I'm very sure that will be achievable. Number three, that memorandum of understanding places responsibilities on each of us. There are things the county is expected to do. There are things the authority and the national government is expected to do. Madam Chief Guest, we promise to deliver on that, and we will deliver. Tumefanya kidogo kidogo, lakini tutafanya zaidi. Once those products are produced, and Dr. Ruto, I'm happy you are here, Vice President, and the leadership of the chamber, it will not be a success if we don't link the large corporate sector that is coming with the foreign investors that we bring to Nandi. And foreign here can mean that I'm coming from Nairobi to invest here. That can still be a foreign investor in that context. Can buy something from that so-called Juakali person. But everybody knows that we have the Hustler Fund. And the Hustler Fund should assist us to organize the MSMEs in the entire county so that they can get the funds from the Hustler Fund, improve their products using those funds, and take the product to the market. And the market here is you and me. Tusiangalie kama soko yule mwingine mbali. Let us start from where we are. We support each other to grow.
But maybe before I go on, with your permission, His Excellency the Governor, allow me just to invite my team that we came with here. Just for introduction, I didn't come alone.
All protocols observed. My name is Caroline Wajeri. I'm the Chief of Party and Head of KCB Foundation.
Good evening. I'm Scandi, Branch Manager KCB Kapsabet. Thank you for your support.
Good evening. My name is Zakaria Cheruiyot, Head Micro Banking, KCB.
Before I go further, I wish to convey gratitude to the leadership of Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Nandi chapter, as well as the county government for finding proper to invite KCB to be part of this celebration. And not only inviting us, but giving us the opportunity to partner up with you. I know there are so many partners you could have looked into, but you want to keep and choose KCB to be your partner, and we don't take that for granted, and we truly do appreciate you, your Governor. The theme of today's event, unlocking opportunity, investment, and connection and growth, recognize the crucial role of enterprises, entrepreneurship contributing to economic prosperity, social cohesion. It also speaks to the need of various stakeholders to work together to create value across various entrepreneurial journeys. All the stakeholders, like the business people, the banks, the National Chamber of Commerce and the county working together in this. Looking across the room, I can be able to see a group of individuals who have not only defined the social norm to become better version of themselves, but also have gone ahead to emerge as key agents of change in the society. Through enduring and unwavering spirit, you have summoned a myriad of challenges to get here, and I'm confident that you will outpace your target, all of you. Let's appreciate yourself. Yeah, when you look at this room, Your Excellency, I know it's a combination. When I was going around in that field, and I see the potential that is there as KCB, and the people who are participating there, it's a combination of so many people, and as KCB we really do appreciate, because it means if we can have even intertrade among ourselves, then even before we go out, then you'll be able to have taken our county and yourself in a greater heights. Ladies and gentlemen, as one of your own partner, KCB is proud to be associated with efforts that have been made, and in specific attention of supporting micro, small, medium enterprises across the country. This has been the bank unfailing. This is through the bank unfailing affordable credit and carrying capacity building initiative to its members, giving them the much needed boost to grow. As a bank for the last, say 3 years, 4 years, because of the year that we say all of us because of COVID, one of the major focus on our agenda as a bank is to take care and take MSME to the next level. And that's why we fit in very well. And that's why, Your Excellency, when this opportunity came, we did a toolkit with open hearts so that we can be able to take that. To address the challenges faced MSME that they can unlock the potential opportunity of investment, connecting and growth, KCB have come up with innovation proposition. One of them is partnership, and partnership like this one, which has come in 3 proposition. We do fund management, whereby we are able to disburse loan on behalf of various entities, including county. Guarantee bank enables county to multiply the fund 5 times for greater reach. So, Governor, we are able to do that, partner up and guarantee that so that you can be able to multiply more than 5 times for greater reach. And also for our business people, interest subsidies where residents access lower than the market rate due to the subsidies that have been given by the county. We don't want to forget when we are going around, one thing that was impressive of this county, your governor, is to see the power of women, and especially the women enterprises that we are looking into. I saw as I was going through the field, it was almost 50-50, and we really, as an organization, do appreciate that. Why? It is because as an organization, we have noted there's big opportunity in Kenya, and we brought around female-led made enterprises, what we call the frame. 50% of the population is made up of our women, and KCB being an inclusive bank have come up with the proposition that frame that is female-led made enterprises, which focus on enabling women enterprises access facilities and growing their enterprises. The bank have set aside 250 billion. So I want to encourage all the women, wherever they are, we have a solution for you. That does not mean that you have forgotten the men. No, it just means that as a purpose, we have focused as a purpose as a bank to ensure that kutoka wamama wa pale chini wote, wherever they are, to all the business communities as wherever you are, we have come up with a very clear proposition for the women-led enterprises, and so we keep encouraging you to be able to come. We understand the business condition currently, and KCB accepts you to bank, so you don't have to be our customers. We truly understand the business conditions which are there, and we appreciate and welcome even those who are not our customers, who are new to bank. They can come and access the credit and the roads immediately, and also not only the credit, even in terms of initiatives that we are having, including whereby you don't have a document which are bank related. Nowadays we are able to look at your M-Pesa transaction and any other transaction that you're having, wherever it is, we're able to look into this and you'll be able to come for a tailor-made product and solution for you. And for your Excellency, the reason we are saying this, it is because we want to impact everybody across board. Digital payment, we have not been left behind, and we have come up, we have solution for digital payment, so we want to encourage all of us to be able to come in and be able to take in this. Your Excellency, as I come to almost to the conclusion, investment and growth. And when we are doing this, we have not looked at this. To enable special group to grow, to purchase properties, machinery, the bank is allowing almost 10 times of your own, of your savings, 10 times if you come as a group, as an investment group, so that we can enable you to ensure that you are able to grow. We still have a Biashara Club for connection, so again, we encourage all of you to be able to come and join our Biashara Club so that you can be able to connect the business people, not only for the trip, but also to connect them around, and nowadays is for everyone.
This is indeed a great occasion. We haven't had one like this in the recent past, and I'm excited to be part of this, that for such a time as this we are alive, to witness the potential that exists in this great county of Nandi. And we want to thank you, Vice President, and your team for choosing to co-sponsor with us, to co-host this occasion, to provide a platform where our businesses can be showcased, but also to create a platform where our potential can be shared. For MCA, thank you very much for holding our hand and for choosing to walk with us this journey. We have very many young people who today just need somebody to, to help them see how they can make sense out of the skills that they have. And that you're coming in to partner with us, to build up skills and to reskill. This in itself is not a mean feat. We welcome you and we are ready to work with you. And we are excited that this is happening at such a time as this, when we are in the Kenya Kwanza administration that focuses on the small person at the bottom of the pyramid. Karibu sana. Madam PS, Chief Guest, karibu sana. I'm excited to see you. We are better together rather than being individuals. For our members of the County Assembly, led by the Chair of the Committee of Trade, who was represented by his Vice Chair, karibuni sana. This is an occasion that we have all looked forward to. I have listened to the presentations and I see the kind of potential that we have to grow our county and to make sure that businesses thrive, they stay afloat. And Your Excellency, when I had a chance yesterday to go through the exhibition booths, I realized that there's a lot of good that is in our midst. And I think that's just being able to provide a platform to connect our products with the market. This in itself is a great occasion. The platform that was presented by this expo is not something that we can take lightly, but it has also indicated to us that there is a lot that we can do together. I want to single out the women, Your Excellency. I saw a lot of them in the booths, resilience, creativity and all. And I'm really excited. I look forward to seeing more of that. And even as we provide platform for our women to thrive in their creatives. This is something that we know resonates very well with the spirit and the vision of His Excellency, the Head of State, where he says, this time around, we want to see how we can grow the creative sector. We also want to see how we can nurture talent. And I think this could not have happened at a better time.
The signing of the MOU today is a culmination of a lot of discussion and agreement and negotiations.
I now hope that, Alfred, now that we have signed this MOU, this should not just form part of the many MOUs that we have signed before. We must be able to see outcome from this engagement so that then my people and the great people of Nandi can benefit from this engagement. So can you work through it? And within the next 3 months, I would want to see a report of how far we have gone and what steps that we have made to succeed in this endeavor. Since we had about 70-something, 75 or so exhibitors, I have indicated to you this morning, just like I did yesterday, that Serone and Alfred, in the course of next week, I want to come and discuss with you the outcome of this expo. I don't think that it is enough to have a good expo like we have had. I want to see in each of the 75 exhibitors, what is it that we can invest in them? What is it that we can, who can we connect them to? And how can we support them to grow? Because for them to be here next time, it couldn't just have been an expense on their part to have a booth in Nandi County. They must get value for participating in this year's Trade Expo. And therefore, it is now upon you as the Chamber of Commerce, together with my trade department, together with the many partners, including our financial partners, KCB and the others, including our governmental entities like MCEA and the others. How can we be able to support our exhibitors, our businesses in Nandi? In order for us to invest in them, the areas that you think county government needs to invest, I will be willing to sit down and listen to that and be able to look at how we can create resources or set aside resources to invest in those businesses. Where we need to connect them to our partners, how can we be able to connect them? Which partners do they need? So I want us to ensure that there is a practical way of ensuring that this expo succeeds and that we reach out to our businesses. Mr. Dr. Ruto, Vice President of National Chamber, your president spoke to me yesterday and today, and Chairman, you are there, and the team. There were a few asks from the county government. I gave the commitment that we are going to follow each and every request that was made. To the extent that we are able to do it, we shall be able to do it. Because we want to ensure that we support the small, the micro, small, and enterprises across our county. And to be able to tell you the contribution that these small enterprises make in my county, vis-a-vis the very big people that we think that they build our economy. The Nandi economy is built by the small people. A very good example. From our business licenses, and basically these are the small shops and small businesses, we make an average of about 17 to 25 million a year. From small businesses, business banks and the likes, about 25 million. From our border guys, these small businesses, border wanakimbia hapa na pale, they give us about 13 to 17 million a year. Now, even stopping at that, the multinationals here, we are known to have some of the biggest multinationals. Do you actually know how much we get from them at the end of the year? They only give us 13 million. So, Mama Mboga, small people doing small businesses give us close to 50 million. While the big boys here who give a very interesting picture, if somebody travels, for example, by Chopa across Nandi, you will get the impression that Nandi is rich on account of the big multinationals that we have within the Nandi Hills area. And you will think that Nandi County is rich on account of that, and that these guys must actually be the ones financing the economy of Nandi. Far from it. They are nowhere close to the border guys, they are nowhere close to the Mama Mbogas, they are nowhere close to the small businesses. And that is why we as a county government must redirect our efforts and put resources towards supporting these small and small enterprises to grow them. Because in fact, they are the ones sustaining this government. So, people may think, even in this country, these small mama mbogas and the boda guys and the small businesses, these are the characters who are actually supporting the economy of Kenya. The big boys, as we are made to understand, are the ones who understand that there is a clause in the law around waiver. And they go to KRA and they push National Treasury and they get waiver for their taxes. No small person in business will ask for a waiver. They actually pay their taxes prudently in time for purposes of ensuring that the country raises their money. We will progressively work towards ensuring that we put the right infrastructure in our spaces and in our markets, in our towns, to provide a good environment for our businesses. I know, for example, Kapsabet here is a globe town. We discussed the other day with the national government, headed by the president, that we need to ensure that this Kapsabet town has bypasses to open up the town, so that whenever we have issues and we have events and we have functions and we have, for example, even unfortunate incidences of accidents, the town does not clog up. We need to ensure that we facilitate our business people to access movement and ensure that they can be able to move freely by ensuring that we have good infrastructure in our towns. We will continue expanding our lighting program across all the shopping centers in the county so that our business people in each of those centers, whether at the Kapsabet town, Mosoriot town, Nandi Hills, or in villages, we want to grow our businesses in our localities.
I'm here hoping that you are the source of champion, but now in this journey of uplifting people from the bottom of the economic pyramid, we want to see that championship. We want you people to take the lead and be the source of champion, or source of championing industrialization. Allow me also to appreciate the people of Nandi for having seen value in young people, because it seems you embrace ideas and you're very flexible. In Kenya, we have been organizing participation in the sense that only those at the top of the economic pyramid participate. But those at the bottom of the economic pyramid are locked out of that economic space. And this is what your son, our very good friend, our very good president, thought about it and said, in his regime, he wants to reorganize how people will participate in the economy. And he felt it's not right to lock out close to 70% of the Kenyan population from the economic space. And that's how he thought, and he put in a lot of thinking and felt the only way to improve the economy of this country is to empower people at the bottom of the economic pyramid so that they can also pull up. Wasn't that a good thought? And what was blocking us from participating? One, lack of financing. Our people have great ideas, and so here in Nandi, people have great ideas, like was demonstrated today. His Excellency the Governor, I'm sorry I couldn't go around. I wish I came early enough, but I couldn't because of the short notice. But those mamas who are doing those exhibitions, those are brilliant ideas. But due to lack of access to affordable credit, due to lack of access to market linkages, sustainable markets, due to lack of opportunities for value addition, they are not able to participate effectively. That's why Hustler Fund was born. Hustler Fund is not there to compete with banks, to compete with existing financial institutions. And that is what we need to clear. If you are from the financial institution, the government is not in the business of competing. But the government is reaching out to those people that the bank could never touch. To those people who don't have collaterals, to those people who don't have guarantors. So, and when His Excellency was being sworn in, 6 million Kenyans, because of the pandemic, because of so many shocks in the supply chain, global supply chain, had been blacklisted CRB. Can you drive an economy where 6 million people have been locked out of the economy? They have been discredited. So he approached the financial institutions and all other institutions that had blacklisted these people, including government agencies, some of which are now within my State Department, and talked to them and say, we need to free these people from CRB. And he achieved that. And you see people saying that there's nothing that has been achieved. Today, we Kenyans, we are not in those CRB. Can you clap for him? But then, after being delisted, what was next? The next thing was to give them a second chance. And that's how Hustler Fund came, to give all these 6 million people plus, that they could not borrow, a second chance to repair their credit worth. As it is, and people have criticized it. Today, as we stand here, as at 9 p.m., the Hustler Fund, we have disbursed a total of 24.2 billion. And this is just one product, personal loan. We have recorded a repayment of 14.5 billion. It's more than 60%, isn't it? And people are saying people will not repay. And do you know how much we put in? My State Department, we put in 10 billion. This money is being repaid and is going around. In each and every corner of this country, they are filling Hustler Fund. We have mobilized savings from the 500, 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, close to 1.2 billion in just 4 months. Tell me if this is not a real transformation. And on 2nd of this month, March, we launched voluntary savings. Because Kenyans told us, sometimes you have money, but we don't know. We cannot take 50 bob to KCB. I'm sorry, I'm just using it because you are my partner, isn't it? So you're a service provider. Allow me to use it. Can you go to the bank with 50 bob? Can you, to save? Umeenda kupanga laini. Like, so, there are people who just want to make voluntary savings. And in just under 3 weeks, we've been able to achieve close to 7 million. Yani wale wa Kenya wana save 20, 50 peke yao. Isn't that really transformation? And we know in the next 5 years, if we can encourage Kenyans, especially wale wa chini, at least each one of them to save about 50,000 for those 5 years, we would have mobilized saving of more than 700 billion. Tell me, shall we again turn to outside to borrow? Are you seeing how this thing is going to transform? But of great importance is why this government is emphasizing on financial inclusion. We are emphasizing on financial inclusion because you, the people, told us the cost of credit was very high. When you went, and these are not President Ruto's, he never just sat down in a room. President Ruto during campaign went across this country. And the people Mama Mboga told him, even borrowing 200 bob was very expensive. If you thought KCB are the only financial institution, even here in Nandi in some markets, kuna mababe hapo wanauzanga pesa. Sino kweli? In the morning, you go, unaacha ID, anakupatia 1,000. In the evening, unamrudishia na 100, the Shylocks. If we compute that for the whole year, you are borrowing at the interest rate of more than 300%. So the government, the reason why the government exists is to protect its people. And that's why His Excellency is so much passionate about financial inclusion. If you are in a group, and this is where Your Excellency, you need to come in. Most of our individuals, we don't have, we have no bargaining power. And that's why cooperative exists to help you aggregate. So there are certain individuals, like 10 or 5, who could be doing a similar business. You pull them together, they register as an association through MCEA, and he launched digital registration, and then they can be able to apply up to 1 million. The leadership, especially the area MP, we have a fund called Uwezo. Uwezo Fund needs to help this county. And I think probably next month we'll come here and sit down with all elected members of parliament. Through Uwezo Fund, we want to mobilize and rally our businesses around the priority value chain. And what this government has decided, we are not just giving you money to do business, but we'll also enable you through value addition and through market access. So the government has identified 7 priority value chain, and this is very critical because we have to align. If you're thinking of doing business in Kenya, opportunity lies in 7 key priorities. Priority number 1 is building and construction, the affordable housing. And in affordable housing, we believe in each and every county, we are going to establish, those affordable housing. And in the next 5 years, our dream is that each and every constituency can establish at least 100 units of affordable housing. And so there's opportunity to create employment for TVETs, graduates. There's opportunity for you to aggregate all these small businesses to supply construction materials. Last month, we signed with the contractor in Kamkunji when we were launching the Kamkunji, jobs for women fundis in construction. Imagine even women, they're the ones who do these things of brushing, painting and stuff. We witnessed the agreement. They are going to be given jobs. We also witnessed the agreement of Juakali who are going to supply doors and windows. So when we bring this thing here, when we establish in Nandi, are you not going to give these people to supply windows, to supply doors? Are you not going to give them jobs? So we have a huge opportunity there. The second value chain is dairy. And I know you have opportunity here in Nandi of dairy farming. And we want to increase productivity so that we can be able to export to Africa and especially to countries, neighboring countries like DRC Congo. The third value chain is tea. Your Excellency, you have alluded to it, that you get very little from it. But if you fly around Nandi, you see a huge section of land here is all green. Looks beautiful by there when you're flying over, then we like it, very beautiful. But we're saying there is no value coming out of it. It's because we don't do value add in our tea. So it's an opportunity also to spearhead that. We do value add for competitiveness. The fourth value chain is edible oil. I know there are parts of this county that you do groundnuts, you can do sesame, you can do soya beans, to promote that. The other value chain is rice. Deputy Governor, you're telling me about rivers. We're also looking at ways of growing rice and increasing the production. The other value chain is cotton, textile. We have Rivertex here. But the reason why probably is not creating more jobs is because we are not producing cotton. Where I come from, we're going to promote cotton growing to increase acreage. But I know through MCEA, even as a State Department, we say we want to promote one product per county. So if dairy value chain and tea value chain has got high potential here, what I'm going to do with all the financing agencies that I have is to start developing specific financial products targeting dairy, targeting tea, targeting the value chains that are here in Nandi County. Tunaelewana? Even if it's Uwezo Fund, we will, and we'll know what do we need, what gaps are we filling, specific financing products. So it's not just Hustler Fund alone. Uwezo Fund will be doing that. I have KIE. KIE funds to the tune of 20 million. Honestly, you can do value added to your milk, isn't it? We can set up cottage industries everywhere in each and every constituency. So we are willing to give you appropriate financing that you may require to boost the productivity and competitiveness of our MSMEs in this county. Your Excellency, we need to invest more on digitalization of enterprises of our MSME. If at all you have any program, and I've also challenged Youth Fund to support young businesses, instead of setting up physical stores, I've told them to start giving out phones, to start giving up laptops, because the young people can do business better through online platforms. We are going to work with you, we are going to support you, we have got very good plans. My work there as PS in the State Department of MSME is to coordinate the implementation of the promise we made to the Hustler Nation.
Their certificate.
Camco Equipment Limited.
Camco Equipment was also one of our sponsors as they work towards here. Tunawashukuru sana Camco for bringing business to Nandi. Today I saw they sold, Your Excellency, they sold a tractor in the field today in the evening. They are loaded now. Asante, karibu Camco Equipment.
Real Hospitals and Clinics Limited.
Real Hospital, kindly.
T22, makofi kwao. Alice Hotel. Panorama Supplies Limited, ambao ni Energy Service Provider of the Year. Trans-LA Sacco Limited, ni Sacco of the Year. Sunrise Mabati, Homegrown Industry of the Year. Namgoi Furniture, Workshop of the Year 2022. Kinjal Wholesalers Limited. Panorama Supplies Limited, Energy Service Provider of the Year. Makofi kwao. Allen's tafadhali, na nitaomba tuharakishe kwa sababu ya muda. Service Provider of the Year 2022. Sunrise Mabati, Homegrown Industry of the Year 2022. Mabati, makofi kwao. Namgoi Furniture, Workshop of the Year 2022. Trans-LA Sacco, kama mko tafadhali mje hapa mbele. Kinjal Wholesalers Limited, Retailer of the Year 2022. Tirio General Merchandise Limited, ndio Merchandiser of the Year 2022. Tirio Jubilee Merchant Limited, Wholesaler of the Year 2022. Vini Emporium, Tirio General Merchandise, Merchandiser of the Year. Vini Emporium, Makofi kwa Tirio. Jubilee Merchant Limited ndio Wholesaler of the Year 2022. Makofi kwao. Vini Emporium Electronic of the Year 2022. Citizen Cyber ndio Cyber of the Year 2022. Ezekiel Kipserem, ukiwa hapa, wewe ndio Boda Boda of the Year 2022. Makofi. Mary Chepkorir.
Kipserem, yeah, asante, thank you.
Makofi kwa Kipserem. Yeye ndio hasla wa ukweli, Boda Boda of the Year 2022. Mary Chepkorir, Mama Mboga of the Year 2022.
Mary Chepkorir.
Robert Kiplagat Kogo, Mechanic of the Year 2022. Labos Salon of the Year 2022. Tumpigie makofi Mechanic of the Year Robert Kiplagat Kogo. Labuz Salon of the Year 2022. Basi tumefika mwisho, makofi kwao.
Asante. Tunapoendelea pia nitawaomba wafuatao watusaidie kumpa zawadi. Ningependa kumkaribisha Vice President wa Chamber. Mkono mama akiona anasema mzee ameingia na paper bag ile mzuri. Asante, karibu. Asante sana Your Excellency, asante sana. Pia ningemuomba Chamber Nandi chapter chair pay our chief guest. Asante sana for the partnership. Asante sana. Picha vizuri, okay. Picha. Asante sana. Ningemuomba Vice Chair from Nairobi chapter apeane kwa our Deputy Governor. Just a token of appreciation, tumekuwa naye kuanzia jana. Vice Chair Nairobi chapter Chamber apeane zawadi kwa our Deputy Governor. Ningependa pia kumuuliza His Excellency ape zawadi to the Director Retail KCB, zawadi at least akienda nyumbani akirudi Nairobi awaambie nimetoka Nandi na kuna evidence ya kwamba nimetoka Nandi. Asante sana. Ningependa pia kumuuliza Excellency, tunaweza mpea nimekuwa Nandi na nimekuwa Nandi Expo 2023, Expo ya ajabu aina yake. Ningependa pia kumuuliza chief guest kumpa zawadi waziri nyumbani. Pia ningependa kuuliza our governor kumpea CEO wa MCA a token of appreciation and today. Pia ningependa kumwomba our chief guest kumpea our area MP a small token. Bwana Mheshimiwa Lelmengi, asante for taking time to be with us today. Asante sana, tunashukuru sana. Ningependa pia kumuuliza Excellency the Governor aweze kumpea just a token to the Chairman Trade Committee, County Assembly of Nandi. The Chairman Trade Committee, County Assembly of Nandi, Governor, ningemwomba Your Excellency just a token of appreciation. Pia ningependa our chief guest akuwe tayari kumpea Deputy Majority Leader Davis Mutei just a token. Oh, it's the same. Okay, Governor kumpa zawadi Chief of Party KCB Foundation. Zawadi just a token kusema amekuwa pamoja nasi kwa kiwanja, amekuwa kutoka Nairobi. Tunashukuru sana hasa sponsor, asanteni sana kwa kuweza kuwa pamoja nasi hadi usiku huu. Pia ningependa kwa aina yake kupea zawadi kwa KCB branch manager Kapsabet Skanti Lagat, ambao tumekuwa na yeye. Your Excellency, wanazungu wanasema he who pays the piper calls the tunes, but how they have not been calling the tunes. Wanakuja kwa mkutano wanaomba kwa unyenyekevu, tunaweza ongeza hii kwa program. Very good people, very kind people. We appreciate you KCB. Asante sana kwa siku ya leo.
Tunashukuru sana wale watu wote wa Nandi, wanabiashara ambao umetujitoa siku ya leo. A success. We say thank you, a big thank you. Tunawashukuru sana all those that have been awarded. We challenge the business community, mwende muova services to the public, mfanye biashara kwa bidii. Next year, same time, tutakuwa na awards tena kwa wale best businesses na best enterprises.
Yes! I want to play.
Zunguka!